The most difficult thing about tango is maintaining your position and just turning your head without turning your shoulder.
This part is the one.
Very important in the tango is the energy and the resistance in your steps. Has to be strong all the way through.
I finally realised the more I bend my knees, the more I'm connected to you and the less I have to think about my steps.
Yeah, better.
For Halloween week, we're dancing the quick step. And the problem with a fast dance is if you get one of those steps wrong, everything else is knocked out.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You've got to really move around the dance floor.
Chassé, chassé, chassé. Back. Those gallops around the floor has to be outstanding. 1, 2. I said to him, he must feel like the wind is blowing through his hair. Step, hop, and lock.
So it is a tricky dance, but I hope I can get every step right. I hope I can make myself proud. And I hope I'm going to leave the judges howling at the moon.
You've got this, John. I believe in you. Now, sure, Halloween is supposed to be all spooky and scary, but everybody knows that it's secretly just all about the costumes. Let's talk to the woman who's been cooking up a frightening fashions in her secret lair all week. It's time for... She made it. Vicky Gill, everybody. Vicky Gill, we have to show you something really special.
Yeah.
This is an image from Fionn at age 10, designing costumes. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
She didn't
Breaks
do
my
just the
heart.
one. She did, look, you're inspiring such a young generation. How does that make you feel when you see that?
It feels really special. I love it when kids send me lots of images, and I just encourage them to be creative and not be frightened to put pen to paper. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
You're an inspirational woman, Vicky. Halloween week.
Yeah.
Big week.
Big week.
Couples definitely get excited for Halloween, don't they?
They get excited, but I think it's a great week for everybody because it breaks the tension a little bit. Everybody's having fun. So I think there's normally a good vibe in the camp. So,
and it's the first hurdle, right? Everybody wants to get to Halloween week. So we're here, we're now, I'm so excited. And just really quickly, how do you turn a beautiful ballroom dress or a Latin dress into something spooky and Halloweeny? Is there a technique?
There is a technique. We use, you know, we're often breaking down fibres, we're using lots of different dyes, dirty down sprays. So we're often breaking down garments rather than making a pristine garment. So when we watch the show, you'll see a balance of both. Some stuff will be made from scratch and be made to look pristine and accurate, and then there'll be other garments that we'll have broken down, dyed, lots of sharp objects.
I've seen it through the years. You guys are in the backstage just ripping things up. Let's get to sketch number 1. I'm really excited to see these costumes today. Oh, this is for
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
And she, oh my gosh, Alyosha's first ever couple's choice.
This is true. They were super excited about it, weren't they?
Yeah.
With couple's choice, it's quite difficult for us because until we see the choreography, it's quite difficult for us to know what shapes and how we should go about it. So this week, Sarah will be in a trouser, and this wrap at the top of the garment looks like a dress, but this is a coat which has got splits through the sides.
Yeah, because she's doing a bit of a Game of Thrones, like Queen of the Dragons.
This
theme,
is true, very powerful.
Yeah.
It's very powerful this week. But we need lots of movement, a little bit of a passo vibe, or that's how I felt it was when we were sketching. So, yeah, that's how we've approached it.
And the colours? What colours are you going to go for on this one?
We've got rich velvets again. We'll probably break this down a little bit, but not too much. And we've got a blue into a cream on the borders. So the light will catch the velvet, and hopefully that'll help us on set.
Oh, yes, I see it up there. Beautiful.
So her costume won't be broken down too much.
And what about sketch number 2? Let's have a look at sketch number 2 today. Who's this one for?
So we've got lovely Rose.
Oh, Rose. She's
superstar.
the queen of ice, right?
is.
So she's going to be regal and cold.
Really difficult for the character to be seen in that way. But so what we've done with Rose, we've made sure that she's got an 8-panel skirt, a ballroom vibe. So again, this is quite a pristine garment, and it's got everything that she needs for a tango. Lots of underskirt, lots of crin in the hem. We've put a navy stretch lace over a blue so that it's not too dark, because at Halloween it gets a little bit...
It can be a bit dark,
too much. So we've got the blues running through. All of the embellishment will be on the shoulder line up into the neck, so you can see where the contrast changes.
So the regalness will be up at the top near the neckline.
Yeah.
I can't wait. She's going to look so beautiful, Rose. She's doing so good. Let's go to mannequin number 1.
Here we
Reveal.
go. I was feeling under pressure.
Hey! Wow! Tell us who this is for.
A back to front tailcoat. This is what
Back
we're
to
doing.
front tailcoat, right. Anything
so-
can happen on Halloween, Vicky.
This is
Anything.
true, this is true. Arms get chopped off. The boys are doing quick step, as you know.
So this is John and Johannes. They're doing quick
Yeah.
step, and I think their theme is like wolves or
It
something,
is,
right?
this music, so I think everyone would have guessed what it is.
Yeah.
So they're werewolves, and so we had to adapt this to a quick step. This fabric is really to give us movement, again, gives us lots of contrast on set. The boys will start off identical, but after we fit it tomorrow, there'll be an independent kind of vibe to each of their looks. But both of them will have this as a beginning point. Again, this is where you'll see garments being broken down. There'll be lots of talc.
That's going to be like
it's going to go.
Let's see what's under mannequin number 2. I'm excited. Let's see. Whoa, hey. Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, my. Look at the rhinestones. Who's this for?
So this is for AJ.
AJ's doing Viennese waltz
Viennese
as well.
waltz. She's the Medusa. And so we're taking our lead from hair and makeup. Once we know what's happening on the head, this will all continue down onto the top of the garment. So this will be dyed and painted so that it melts from the headdress into the bodice. At the moment, we've got emerald, we've got topaz, topaz AB. There's lots of different tones that we've got into it. But it looks quite bright at the moment.
Can I ask how many rhinestones on that?
At the moment, there's about 5,000, but by the time...
5,000?
Yeah, by the time
my
we get to
gosh.
live, I reckon she'll have about 8,000, so a lot.
A lot.
Alicia's done a great job.
She's going to look amazing. And again, a bit of a skirt because she's doing a ballroom dance with the Viennese waltz.